Blackstone Audio presents The Unarmed Truth, My Fight to Blow the Whistle and Expose Fast and Furious, by John Dodson. This book is read by John Pruden. For my mother, I love you and miss you every day. So much in my life has changed since you passed, but one thing that hasn't is to whom I planned to dedicate this book. I was truly blessed to have been born your son. Katie Elizabeth Dodson, February 22nd, 1946 to January 19th, 2013. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. That is why right, temporarily defeated, is stronger than evil triumphant. Martin Luther King, Jr., 1964. Foreword. Whistleblowers are a special breed. They risk their careers to speak the truth, even if everyone around them is entangled in a web of lies. They do it because honor and integrity are more important to them than their own self-interest. The truth ruffles feathers. It upsets bosses and coworkers, but it needs to be done, and it takes someone with guts to stand up and speak out. If it weren't for John Dodson, Americans would never have known the truth about Operation Fast and Furious and the death of Border Patrol Agent Brian Terry. A few people might have seen the press release from the Justice Department that announced the indictment of some gun traffickers in Arizona, but that wasn't even half the story. The Justice Department didn't tell the public about the connection between that case and Terry's murder several weeks earlier. Dodson knew something that senior law enforcement and Justice Department officials desperately wanted to keep quiet. Guns found at the scene had been traced back to a government-sanctioned operation. That was a big problem for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF. Dodson was an ATF special agent on the case, and he knew that ATF had actually encouraged gun dealers to sell weapons to criminals for more than a year, even though its agents knew that the buyers were paid by gun traffickers. ATF also knew that those traffickers were reselling the guns to Mexican drug cartels. Rather than arresting the criminals, ATF merely watched and kept meticulous records of the serial numbers of all the guns being illegally sold.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?